Okay, am I audible? Shall we start? Good morning. Okay, so in yesterday's class, we were discussing about our fifth module. So the topics were um, so far we have discussed about block diagram of power supply. So the elements in the block diagram of power supply are transformer, rectifier, filter, and then regulator. And we have understood that a transformer is used to convert the input voltage level into a more appropriate voltage level, which is required for our circuit. Maybe step down or maybe step up. It depends on the application. And we have seen rectifier. It is used to convert AC to DC. Okay, the AC uh, signal or AC source will be converted to DC. So that is the purpose of rectifier. We have seen that there are two types of rectifier, half wave and full wave. And this rectifier will convert AC into pulsating DC. Notice this, it is not a pure DC, it is a pulsating DC. So then we have seen that we are using filters to convert this pulsating DC into pure DC, but it may contain some ripple. Again, in the end, we have seen that there is a component called regulator. There is a circuit called regulator. What it will do means it will make the output constant. It output will not vary. Okay, that is what regulator will. Output may vary depends on the input AC supply, depends on the load connected. But when you are using a regulator, the output will not change. And we have seen the working of bridge rectifier. There are four diodes which is used in the bridge rectifier. So those two diodes are in one arm and two diodes are in another arm. We have seen the when two diodes will be in forward bias and other two will be in reverse bias. That and all we have discussed. And in then we have discussed about capacitor filter. So filter means it will reduce the AC content in the DC output. Okay, so I just want to explain few more things related to this. So we have seen that the output of a half wave full wave rectifier is like this. So initially you just see that initially the capacitor will be charged to some value previously. So there are two conditions when you are connecting a capacitor like this. You have to think about two voltages. One is VC, that is voltage across capacitor. One is input voltage. Okay. Then you have this side, you have output voltage. Okay. When this capacitor will charge means when V in, that is input voltage, is greater than VC, the capacitor will charge. When VC is greater than input voltage, capacitor will discharge. That is the main concept you have to know when this filter circuit is explained. When V in is greater, I have said this in the point in last class, but now I'm going little bit deep into that. V in greater than Vc. So during that time, capacitor will charge. And when Vc greater than V in, capacitor will discharge. So initially, okay, we are assume that we are starting from the first. The capacitor voltage is completely discharged in the previous cycle. So what happens is initially the capacitor will charge according to this voltage. It will charge to the maximum voltage as in the output of full wave rectifier. And when it is reached the peak, what happens? Your input voltage start reducing. What happened? Input voltage after reaching peak, it starts reducing. Here, the voltage across capacitor will not reduce suddenly as we have seen in the case of input, because there are charges which is present in the capacitor. So capacitor discharge. So when input changes from peak to zero, what happens? The condition changes. Initially, the condition was there was no charge in the capacitor. So V in was always greater than Vc. So capacitor charges. So after reaching the peak value, what happens is input reduces, but there are some charges in the capacitor. Input reduce ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്, but there are some charges in the capacitor. So capacitor voltage is now greater than input voltage. So input എന്ത് ചെയ്തു? പീക്ക് sudden ആയിട്ട് എന്ത് ചെയ്തു? സീറോയിലേക്ക് വന്നു. But capacitor is not like that. Capacitor is fully charged now. It will discharge. So the capacitor voltage is greater than input voltage now. Capacitor will discharge. It will discharge slowly. Capacitor will discharge slowly, like this. And what happens to the input waveform? It comes to zero, then again it increases, and at a particular point, again V in and Vc becomes equal, because again the half wave full wave output is going to the peak value, and at a particular point the capacitor voltage equals V in, so it will stop, capacitor will stop discharging. Then V in is greater than Vc, so capacitor will again charge. Okay, again after reaching peak value, immediately the waveform goes to zero, but capacitor discharge. And then in the next cycle, voltage, input voltage increases and it is equal to capacitor voltage. Capacitor stops discharging and again is charged. So we will be getting a voltage like this. So once it is charged, it never comes to zero. So you can see that it is almost a straight line. So depends on the value what we are using. We can make it more similar to DC voltage. Are you clear with the concept now? So the main concept is Vc greater than Vin. Capacitor voltage greater than input voltage means capacitor will discharge. When input voltage is greater than capacitor voltage, capacitor will charge. So depends on that we can explain this. It is clear for you? Confusion down. Okay. So what you have done is you have connected. I think you understood full wave rectifier, bridge rectifier, and output of bridge rectifier also know. You know how it will be. So output of bridge rectifier will be like this. It is a pulsating DC. Pulsating DC. So output of bridge rectifier, you are connecting at this point. And a parallel resistor is this. And you have output terminals at this point. Okay. Then again I will draw the same diagram. Okay. So if that capacitor is not there, output is like this. Okay. Now, we have connected a capacitor. Initially, capacitor voltage is 0. Vc is equal to 0. Okay. When output of bridge rectifier, okay, assume this is a circuit, output of bridge rectifier is your input to this circuit. Okay, assume this is a circuit, output of bridge rectifier is input to this circuit, and there is a capacitor. When input to this circuit, that is nothing but output of bridge rectifier, input is greater than capacitor voltage. Capacitor voltage input കൂടുതലാണ്. At that time, capacitor will charge. When capacitor voltage is greater than input voltage, it will discharge. Are you all clear with it? ഇത്രയും clear ആയോ? Yes. Now, assume that initially Vc is equal to 0. Capacitor voltage 0 ആണ്. So what is the condition? Input voltage greater than capacitor voltage. Initially, capacitor charge ഒന്നും ഇല്ല. So capacitor voltage is 0. So that means V in greater than Vc. So it charges. Okay. We know that input voltage also increases, capacitor voltage also increases, capacitor keep on charging, and voltage will come like this. Voltage across capacitor comes like this. And at this particular point, you can see that diagram. At this particular point, what happens is input voltage changes from or reduces from its peak value to 0. At this point, input voltage reduces from peak value to 0. That is our output voltage, okay, output bridge voltage. Now what happens is, as input comes down to 0, V in reduces, but we see the capacitor voltage, it is already fully charged. Capacitor is charged to peak value. So it is now greater than VE. So input voltage peak ആയതിന് പിന്നെ പെട്ടെന്ന് സീറോയിലേക്ക് വന്നു. But capacitor, it is charged fully and it is having some charge. It acts as a battery now. So what happens is it slowly discharges. Slowly discharges. And meanwhile, what happens? Our waveform goes to 0 and increases. And at a particular point, okay, you can check the waveform now. At a particular point, what happens? Again, V in equal to Vc. Again, V in is equal to Vc. And its V in increases to peak value. So what happens? Again, V in greater than Vc. So again, capacitor will charge. After reaching peak value, it will discharge slowly, and again it will charge. Again, reaching peak value, it will discharge. Again, it will charge, and it will keep on like this. It never comes to 0 because of the charge present in the capacitor. Okay, did you understand that? Ipo clear ആയോ? Dhyan? Okay. So that is the working of filter circuit. Just a capacitor, nothing else. Now let me explain about voltage regulator circuit. So in voltage regulator circuit, we are using a component called Zener diode. Okay, a Zener diode is a different kind of diode. You can see the symbol here. So if I draw symbol much more clearly, So this is a symbol of a Zener diode. Okay, what is the difference? You can see that these ends are little bit bended. Okay, so it is not like PN junction diode. It is something different. So what is this Zener diode? Zener diode means in the forward biased condition, Zener diode act as a normal diode. In the forward biased condition, Zener diode act as a normal diode. But in reverse bias condition, it conducts. Reverse bias condition, PN junction diode will not be conducting in reverse bias condition, but Zener diode conducts. But this is not like normal conduction, not like as in the forward bias, it will work also in the reverse bias. It is not like that. If you connect a circuit like this, that means I am connecting a Zener diode like this. Okay, when it is forward bias, it will exactly work like normal diode. Okay. So I am connecting a Zener diode like this. Which is this connection, forward bias or reverse bias? എങ്ങനെയാണ് ഈ കണക്ഷൻ വരുന്നത്? ഫോർവേഡ് ബയാസ്ഡ് ആണോ റിവേഴ്സ് ബയാസ്ഡ് ആണോ? Okay, reverse bias. Okay, so there is a specification, or I can say I can draw a waveform. So I am drawing the characteristics waveform of Zener diode. So in the forward bias condition, it will exactly work like normal diode. And in the reverse bias condition, there is a point. That point is called VZ, Zener voltage. The breakdown happens at that point. It is not like avalanche breakdown. Okay, it is not like avalanche breakdown. Breakdown happens at low voltage is known as Zener breakdown. Avalanche breakdown disadvantage, once it is reached avalanche breakdown, the component, the diode is completely damaged. So it is not like avalanche breakdown. Before avalanche breakdown, there is a point for a Zener diode. That means at that point, the current will increase sharply. That happens at low voltage, and it is called Zener voltage. Okay, so avalanche breakdown means it will come somewhere here. Okay, it will happen at larger voltage. Once it is happened, the diode is damaged completely. So it is completely different from avalanche breakdown. It is Zener breakdown. It happens at low voltage. It is due to the speciality of manufacturing. എന്തുകൊണ്ടാണ് അത് സംഭവിക്കുന്നതെന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ സെനർ ഡയോഡും പി എൻ ജംഗ്ഷൻ ഡയോഡും തമ്മിലുള്ള മാനുഫാക്ചറിംഗിലുള്ള ഡിഫറൻസ് കൊണ്ടാണ് അത് സംഭവിക്കുന്നത്. Okay, so one of the component by doping, ഒരു പി എൻ ജംഗ്ഷനിലുള്ള ഡോപ്പിങ്ങിലുള്ള ഡിഫറൻസ് കൊണ്ടാണ് അത് സംഭവിക്കുന്നത്. സോ Zener breakdown actually happens at lower voltage. Now assume that I am assuming that this voltage is 5.1 volt. That means Zener voltage is 5.1 volt. That is a standard value. Okay, 5.1 volt for this particular Zener what I am selected. If I keep some 1 volt at the input terminal, this is your input. If I keep some 1 volt at the input terminal, nothing will happen. Output also you will be getting 1 volt because this Zener diode is in reverse bias condition. It will not conduct unless voltage reaches center breakdown voltage. Okay, so റിവേഴ്സ് കണ്ടീഷനിൽ എപ്പോഴാണ് റിവേഴ്സ് ബ്രേക്ക് ഡൗൺ സംഭവിക്കുക? 5.1 വോൾട്ടേജ് എത്തുമ്പോഴേ ഈ റിവേഴ്സ് ബ്രേക്ക് ഡൗൺ സംഭവിക്കുക. അതുവരെ അത് സാധാരണ ഡയോഡ് പോലെ തന്നെയാണ് വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുക. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പം 5.1 എത്തുന്നത് വരെയാണ് റിവേഴ്സ് വോൾട്ടേജിൽ വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുക. അതുവരെ അത് സാധാരണ ഡയോഡ് പോലെ തന്നെയാണ് വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുക. ഓക്കെ, സോ ഇനീഷ്യലി ഐ ഹാവ് ഗിവൺ സം 1 volt. Center diode is in reverse bias condition. The output will be 1 volt. Again, I am slowly increasing input to 2 volt. Nothing happens. The diode is in reverse bias condition. You will be getting 2 volt at the output. Now, finally, what I am doing is I am increasing this volt to some 5 volt. I am increasing the voltage to 5 volt. Nothing happens. Output you will be getting 5 volt. Now, what I have done is I have slowly increased this voltage to 6 volt. Okay, 6 volt means breakdown happened. That means current will flow. Okay, you just check that breakdown happens at 5.1 volt. 5.1 voltil breakdown സംഭവിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. Now when the input is 6 volt, breakdown happens and current will start to flow from positive to negative through the diode. And what will be the output? The output of this center voltage center diode will be 5.1 volt itself. That is what is the center voltage that you will get as a output. Okay, so initially it was 1 volt, nothing happened. The diode is in reverse bias condition and you were getting 1 volt at the output. Then slowly I have changed it to 2 volt. Again, you will be getting 2 volt at the output. Then when I have made this to 6 volt or something greater than 5.1 volt, what happens is the diode is in reverse bias condition and breakdown occurs. Current flows through the diode to negative terminal because breakdown happened. Breakdown happens means at the center voltage 5.1 itself breakdown happened and current is increasing. So the current flows through the diode, center diode. And but the thing is like if you look at this diagram, after 5.1 volt, the voltage is constant, current is increasing. The voltage across the diode is constant. So 5.1 you are getting at the output, even if the input is 6 volt. Now, if I make this 8 volt, the current through the center diode increases, but output voltage is still 5.1. If I make it to some 10 volt, again current through the center diode increases, but output is 5.1 itself. So output will be constant 5.1 volt that you will be getting always. That is how a center voltage regulator will work. Okay, but problem is like if you keep on increasing the input voltage, the current through the center diode will increase and finally it will damage the diode. It is having a maximum limit, maximum current limit which it can withstand. So when the current through the center diode goes beyond that, what happens? Diode damages, so it will not work. Okay, so but the thing is like if you keep a variable supply at the input terminal and the voltage is greater than its center voltage 5.1, it will give you only 5.1 output. Output is constant. Okay, so everything is depends on this curve. Okay, again if you want I can explain that. So the curve is like this. So at 5.1 volt for this particular, there are center diode with the center voltage 3.3, 5.1, 9, 12, something like that. So at 5.1 volt, breakdown happens and the current keep on increasing. There is no change in the reverse applied voltage. So this is nothing but a reverse voltage. There is no change in the voltage. Voltage is constant 5.1, but current is increasing. This can be increased till a maximum value. After that, what happens? The diode gets damaged. Okay, did you understand what is the working? How it is working? So regulator means only just a component. Do you understood? A Zener diode, which is connected in reverse biased condition. That means it has become a regulator circuit. എന്തൊക്കെ ഡൗട്ട് ഉണ്ട് ഇതിൽ? ഇല്ല, ക്ലിയർ ആയിട്ടില്ല. ഓക്കെ, കുഴപ്പമില്ല. Okay, we will read this one. Zener effect and Zener diode. The applied reverse voltage cannot increase without limit since some point breakdown occurs causing current to increase rapidly. The voltage at this point, the applied reverse voltage cannot increase without limit since at some point breakdown occurs causing current to increase rapidly. That is called Zener breakdown. Okay. The voltage at this point is known as breakdown voltage Vz, Zener voltage. Diodes are fabricated with a specifically designed breakdown voltage and are designed to operate in the breakdown region called Zener diodes. Okay, so they are made specially to operate in the breakdown region. So if they are operated in the breakdown region, nothing happens. Avalanche will not happen. So when a Zener diode is reverse biased, it acts at the breakdown region. When it is forward biased, it acts like a normal PN junction. Okay, that is what I have explained. You can see the curve here. Vz is this point. So after Vz, current increases, voltage does not change. So Vz is your output voltage actually. If you want 5.1, you select a Zener diode with a voltage 5.1. The output will not be more than that. Okay, so there is a DC source. We are connecting Zener voltage regulator and then it is connected to the load. Okay, so this is a much more improved diagram. ഞാൻ എക്സ്പ്ലെയിൻ ചെയ്തതിനേക്കാളും ഒരു റെസിസ്റ്റർ കൂടുതൽ എന്നുള്ള ഒരു ഡിഫറൻസ് മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ. ഓക്കെ, സോ ഈ ഒരു കേസ് വെച്ചിട്ട് ഞാൻ എക്സ്പ്ലെയിൻ ചെയ്തു തരാം. ഓക്കെ, കൺഫ്യൂഷൻ ക്ലിയർ ആവാത്തവരെ ഒന്നും കൂടെ ശ്രദ്ധിക്കുക. Okay, so this is the characteristics of Zener diode. In forward biased condition, it works as a normal diode. In reverse biased condition, at a voltage called Zener voltage, Vz, breakdown occurs. It is not like avalanche breakdown. Avalanche breakdown എന്താ സംഭവിക്കുന്നത്? Avalanche breakdown diode complete damage ആവുക ചെയ്യുന്നത്. So Zener breakdown diode damage ആവുന്നില്ല. So it is specially designed to operate in the breakdown region. But once the current reaches maximum value, it will damage. That is, of course, it will happen for any component. And now you see that this is a connection. Okay, if you look at the connection, there is a DC source. It is actually a regulator. Okay, a regulator for a DC source. So that means input is DC, output also DC. But we have a diode, Zener diode, which is connected in reverse biased condition. It should not be in forward biased condition. Reverse biased condition. That is the most important point in this topic. The Zener diode is connected in reverse biased condition. Okay, so think like this. Initially, input voltage is 1 volt. What happens is, so it will come through this resistor and output also will be 1 volt. So have due to some factors that the voltage will be When it is 3 volt, you are getting 3 volt. Nothing happens. When it is 5 volt, you are getting 5 volt. That this Zener diode is of 5.1 volt. അതിന്റെ വി സെഡ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്, അതായത് ബ്രേക്ക് ഡൗൺ സംഭവിക്കുന്ന വോൾട്ടേജ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് 5.1 വോൾട്ട് ആണ് അസ്യൂം ചെയ്യുക. യു അസ്യൂം ദാറ്റ് the voltage at which breakdown happens is 5.1. Now what happens is, if I adjust this input voltage to some 5.1, that means 5.1 is greater than Zener voltage 5.5. 5.5 is greater than 5.1. That means breakdown happens. That means it is operated at this region. കാരണം റിവേഴ്സ് വോൾട്ടേജ് ആണ് പറയുന്നത് അല്ലേ, ഇവിടെ പോസിറ്റീവ്, ഇവിടെ നെഗറ്റീവ്. വിത്ത് റെസ്പെക്ട് ടു നെഗറ്റീവ് യു ഹാവ് 5.5 വോൾട്ടേജ് നൗ. That is connected in positive terminal is connected to N channel of the Zener diode, and negative terminal is connected to P channel, that is reverse biased. So it is a reverse voltage. And when it exceeds 5.1, so you know that is this point, okay? 5.1 is this point. And when the reverse voltage exceeds this point, what happens is current increases in this manner. Current fast ആയിട്ട് ഇൻക്രീസ് ചെയ്യും. That means ഏതിലൂടെ കറണ്ട് പോകും? ഇതിലൂടെ കറണ്ട് പോകും. So current now starts to flow like this. Previously it was flowing in this direction, in this direction. Previously it was flowing from input to output. Now the current flows through the Zener diode. See, that is how this current. And what about the voltage across Zener diode? You can see that breakdown happened exactly at this point. Now, if you further increase the reverse voltage, nothing happened. Voltage across Zener diode is constant. It is 5.1 volt only. So what happens? When it is 5.1, output also 5.1. So when you have applied input of 5.5, the output is 5.1. If I keep on increasing the voltage from 7 volt, the output will still be 5.1, because breakdown is happened already. After breakdown, the reverse voltage is constant. It is not increasing from 5.1. But current increases. Current to Zener diode increases. So if you apply a voltage, a variable voltage which is greater than 5.1, 5.1 is nothing but Zener voltage. If you apply any voltage greater than 5.1, your output will be always 5.1. That means you will be getting a constant output voltage. Is it clear now? അനശ്വർ, കുറച്ച് മനസ്സിലാക്കാൻ ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുണ്ടാവും. അനശ്വർ, എന്തെങ്കിലും ഡൗട്ട് ഉണ്ടോ?
ഇല്ല, കുഴപ്പമില്ല, മനസ്സിലാവുന്നുണ്ട്.
ഓക്കെ, നിങ്ങളൊന്ന് വായിച്ചു നോക്ക്, അപ്പോഴേ മനസ്സിലാവും. ഓക്കെ, സോ ജസ്റ്റ് അണ്ടർസ്റ്റാൻഡ് ദിസ് concept. Okay, if someone asks you to explain what is a Zener voltage regulator, first you explain. Zener voltage is a specially designed voltage which can be operated in the breakdown region. So breakdown happens when it is reverse biased. In the forward bias, it is exactly working like a normal PN junction diode. Okay, that's it. First explanation. Then you draw this circuit diagram. Okay, you include this resistor also. Then you draw this characteristics. So breakdown voltage is VZ voltage. Okay. So what happens is, before that, I will explain what is the importance of this resistance. It is to, okay, നമുക്കറിയാം reverse ബ്രേക്ക് ഡൗൺ സംഭവിക്കുമ്പോൾ കറണ്ട് പെട്ടെന്ന് ഇൻക്രീസ് ചെയ്യും അല്ലേ. സോ ദിസ് റെസിസ്റ്റർ ഈസ് യൂസ് ടു ലിമിറ്റ് ദ കറണ്ട്. റെസിസ്റ്റർ എന്താ ചെയ്യുക, കറണ്ടിനെ ഒപ്പോസ് ചെയ്യും. ഓക്കെ, സോ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് യൂസ് ടു ലിമിറ്റ് ദ കറണ്ട്. So this resistor is used to limit the current. More than that, nothing is there. Okay. Now, you assume your input voltage is greater than. Okay. First, we will assume in opposite direction. Your input voltage is less than Zener voltage. So that is nothing but this point. Okay. This is Zener voltage. We said. Your input voltage is less than Zener voltage. That means it is somewhere here. So in this region, breakdown is not happening. അല്ലേ, ആ ഒരു സമയത്ത് ബ്രേക്ക് ഡൗൺ സംഭവിക്കില്ല. ഓൺലി വെരി ലെസ് എമൗണ്ട് ഓഫ് കറണ്ട് വിൽ ഫ്ലോ ത്രൂ ദ Zener diode. Very negligible current will flow through the Zener diode. So nothing happen. It will not conduct. So whatever input you are applied, that will come at the output. ആ ഒരു പോയിന്റ് ക്ലിയർ ആയോ? Okay, you have two voltage. One is input voltage and one Zener voltage. Zener voltage is the voltage at which breakdown starts and current increases rapidly. So that is nothing but Vset. So now your V in is less than Vset. That is this region. That is this region. So breakdown is not happening now, and there is no current will flow through the Zener diode. അത് ക്ലിയർ ആയോ? ഇത്ര ക്ലിയർ ആയോ? Yes. Now, after a certain time, V in has become greater than Vset. Now, it is operating in this region here. What happens is breakdown happens, okay? Like this. So current increases, there is no increase in the voltage. You can check the diagram. Current, after we said, current increases, but reverse voltage is constant. Voltage is not changing at all. Current increases. Now, when V in is greater than V said, Zener diode conduct, current flows through the Zener diode, and voltage across Zener diode is constant. It is V said, and for example, it is 5.1 volt. Okay, whatever input you give, if your input is greater than V said, if your input is greater than 5.1, the Zener diode conduct, current flows through the diode, and voltage across diode is this voltage, V said, constant voltage. So voltage, if voltage across diode is constant, it is directly connected to the output terminal. Output terminal voltage also it is constant. ഇപ്പോൾ കുറച്ചുകൂടെ ക്ലിയർ ആയോ? ഇല്ല, അവിടെ ഒന്ന് പറയടോ. ക്ലിയർ ആയെങ്കിൽ ആയി എന്ന് പറയാം, ഇല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇല്ല എന്ന് പറയാം. ഓക്കെ, നമുക്ക് ബാക്കി അടുത്ത ക്ലാസ്സിൽ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യാം. അത് കുറച്ചും കൂടെ ക്ലാരിഫിക്കേഷൻ നിങ്ങളൊന്ന് വായിച്ചു നോക്ക്, എന്നിട്ട് നമുക്ക് അടുത്ത ക്ലാസ്സിൽ ഒന്നും കൂടെ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യാം.